Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a chat website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. To start, I would like to name my chat website WhatsApp. In the body, I'll make a section and I'll call this section the class will be or the name chat underscore section. Next, I'll make this div section. I'll make this div called brand, and now as you can see I've made the public folder over here in which I've saved this image called whatsapp.png. You can create any kind of image and save it. I am keeping this one as the image. Now I'm going to load this image using image height equal to 40. Source is slash public slash whatsapp.png, and I'll leave the alt empty. Now I'll keep this heading and I'll call it WhatsApp. Okay, that's for our first div. Second div, oh wait, I don't need this. Div class equal to message underscore area. Close this. Third div, I'll call this well, I don't think I need to call this anything, then I'll just continue. Then I'll make a text area. The ID will be text area. Then the columns will be 30. The rows will be 1. Placeholder will type write a message. That's our last div of the section. And now after the section, I'll need to load all the scripts. So first script I'll be needing is the source is slash socket.io slash socket.io.js. That's one script we'll be needing, and the second one, the source is slash public slash client.js. Now, as you can see in the public folder, I'll be making this new file called client.js over here after I'm done with the other coding part of this. Now for the styling. Now you can do two things for the styling part. One is you can either make a style.css file in this public folder or just use a style tag over here. For the previous one that I made, this is the second one I'm making. The previous one I made, I used a style tag because my, this thing was not responding. It wasn't getting connected to the style.css was not getting connected to the HTML file, but now it is. So, but anyways, I'll just continue using this thing. If by chance you want to like do the connection thing, you can just do link rel equals style sheet, then the href equal to slash public slash style.css. Well, as I'm used to the style tag, I'll just do it in this only. Style, maybe it's not a style. First, we will be importing the fonts. So at import URL in the single quotes, I'll type https://fonts.google.com/css2 question mark family equal, not minus, equal to Roboto, and display equal to swamp, and the semicolon as we do in the style.css. Now the asterisk symbol, braces as you call in math, or flower bracket. I'll keep the padding to 0, margin 0, box sizing to border box. Oops. And now I'll code the body this, and then I'll give the display flex, then align items to center, then I'll just justify content to center, main height 100 VH, background to, let's say, hashtag F8 F8 F8, yeah, fine. And font family, not display, sorry, font family in single quotes Roboto, comma sans serif. Okay, that's good enough for body. Then I'll keep the section dot chat underscore underscore section. This is a section we are made before. Now I'll give the width, not, I'm sorry, width to 800 pixels, then max width to 90%, 90%, then I'll give the background to hashtag, let's see, FFF, and box shadow 0, 10 pixels, 15 pixels, minus 3 pixels, RGBA to 0, 0, 0, 0.1, and again the comma and 0, 4 pixels, 6 pixels, minus 2 pixels, and again the RGBA to 0, 0, 0, 0.05. Yeah. Please don't think I'm copying all these things from somewhere. I just remember them. So the next one, I'll give the brand. This is a div we made before. Then width, no, so now with padding, I'll keep it to 20 pixels. Then background to hashtag F1 F1 F1, Display, I'll keep it flex. Then align items to center. Then dot brand h1. This is the h1 tag we made before over here, the WhatsApp thing. I'll say text transform uppercase. Yeah. Now I'll do, let's see, font size. Font size to, let's say, 20 pixels. Fine. Then color to hashtag 444. The same thing I used in the thing I made before. And align items to center. That's good for where I wait. Sorry, I don't think I should do the align items thing because I already did for dot brand. Margin left. I'll keep it, let's say, 10 pixels. Fine. Then dot message underscore underscore area. Now we say height. I keep it 500 pixels. Then I say padding is 16 pixels. It's capital, sorry, pixels. Then display, I'll keep it flex. Then I'll give the flex direction to column. Then the overflow y, overflow y to auto. It means that, for example, like I'm having this scroll bar on the side over here. Whenever the messages exceed the area of the chat container, it will automatically give us a scroll bar. Then padding top, I'll give 40 pixels. Yes, that's our message area. Now the div which the text area which we have made down, text area. Now I say the width to, let's say, 100%. Then border, I'll keep it none. Then padding to 20 pixels. Font size 16 pixels. Size 16 pixels. Then outline, no outline. None. And background hashtag FB. Yes. Now we only need to style our message, incoming message, outgoing message, and message h4. Now dot message. Its padding is, oops, again caps lock on, padding is 20 pixels. And then border radius is let's say 4 pixels. And then I'll give the margin bottom to 40 pixels. Then I'll give the max width to 300 pixels. I'll at last give the position to relative. Now we style the incoming messages. Dot incoming. We say background is hashtag um, 8F um, 8 no BE 8. Then I'll give the color to hashtag FFF. Then I'll style the outgoing messages dot outgoing. I say background is hashtag E9FD. Then I say the color to, oops, sorry, not Alice Blue. I don't want that. I give it hashtag FFF. No, I don't want that. That's the previous thing. Hashtag 787986. Then I'll give the margin left to auto. That's enough for our outgoing message styling. And at last, the H4 of the message. Dot message H4. I say in this, okay, the position absolute, unlike the relative which we kept in the while sending the message. Now I give the top to minus 20 pixels. Then I say the left is 0. I say color is hashtag 333. Then let's see, font size 14 pixels. Okay guys, now I've done styling. Take how much ever time you want to style your this thing, because my thoughts are as it is different to yours. So you can pause this video if you want and start styling your own thing your own way. But I'm still continuing this as it's a video, not any simple styling thing. I close this and now let's start making the backend. To make the backend, I'll just save this thing as server.js. Server.js. Well, I don't need this right now. I'll go to chat website and I'll say cmd. My terminal opens, and if I'm a command prompt, and if you're on a Mac or Windows, you'll have to just just open the terminal and direct through the path on, mention the path over here and continue. But as it is, I'm currently on a Windows, so I can just use the shortcuts, and then I'll just say npm init. This means I'm initializing the npm. I don't want to give a description. You can give your own name. My name is Yuk, so I'm giving that. Yes. Now our package.json is ready. Wait a second, I'll just close this server.js and whatever. Now let's install the dependencies. npm I or install express. We'll need express and socket.io in this. npm I, well, socket.io I can install a little later. Right now I'll install nodemon. That's one dev dependency. npm I nodemon. You guys can have a biscuit or some sip of water until this installs. Okay, nodemon is also installed now. Now for package.json, you can just ignore the node modules and these things. But if node modules and package.json or package log.json, all three of them, these three don't pop up, then it means that there's something wrong. And you'll have to install the dev dependencies once again. I say dev and I call this nodemon server. Now I save this and I say npm run dev. Now our nodemon starts over here. The server starts over here, and if it doesn't start, please check everything you want, and I've given the source code in the description. You can just rectify everything. Now I'll start with the coding of this thing. Const express equal to require express. Now I say const app equal to express brackets done. Then const http equal to require http. Then I say not that, I say dot create server app. Now I say const port equal to process dot env dot port or 3000. Now I say http, no, that's my habit of typing that, dot listen. I say port, comma, I just make brackets and nothing and call the arrow function, braces, and console dot log. I say listening on port $, and braces, and I say port. Good. Now that's it for this http.listen port thing. Let's continue. Now I say app.use brackets, I say express dot static in again brackets, I say underscore the name, comma, not comma, sorry, I mean plus. In single quotes, I say slash index dot html. Well, not index.html, I mean public. Got a little confused with the next one. Next we say app.get. In brackets, in the single quotes, we say a slash, comma, brackets, we say request or req, and response or res. And then we call the arrow function. Again the braces, and then we say res.sendFile. Oh yeah, sorry, the spelling is wrong. Dot send file In the brackets I say again underscore the name plus this time in the brackets I say slash index.html. That's done. Then we code the socket. And for coding the socket, what we need our socket.io dependency. First I say Control C and terminate this job. Even you can do this. In Mac is Command C, and then you type capital Y and click enter. Now I say npm I socket.io. Now again I say the same thing. Have a biscuit or a sip of water until this installs. It's installed. Now again npm run. So should we space npm run dev. Now if I go on, I say const io equal to require, and in brackets say socket.io, and again in brackets I say http. Okay, spelling errors are too many. Then I say io.on, I say connection, comma, in brackets I say socket, and call the arrow function. Now in the arrow function I say console.log in single quotes I say connected, and these three dots. Then I say socket.on, in this single quotes I say message, comma, in brackets msg or message in full form equal to, I call the arrow function and this braces, and I say socket.broadcast.emit, socket.broadcast, wait, I don't need a dollar sign, dot emit, in bracket I say message, comma, msg, and that's it. And that's it with our server.js. And if we save this, it says listening on port 3000. Very good. If you have followed till here, really appreciate your efforts. Now it's time to code in the public folder, our next to our wasp.png. I'm going to make this small file called client.js. File, new controllers. I'll just save this. In public, I'll call this client.js. Let's start. This thing is going to be a little long, so I'm just rushing. Const socket equal to io and then brackets. Then I say let name, then semicolon, and let text area equal to document dot query selector, in brackets I say, in single quotes I say hashtag text area, okay. Then I say let message area equal to document dot query selector, again in brackets I say in single quotes dot message area, so I have message underscore area. Now that's it for the imports and those stuff. And now we go ahead. We say do braces and we say name equal to prompt, please enter your name. Done. And I say while in the brackets I say name, then I say text area dot add event listener, brackets in single quotes I say key up, and I say comma, in brackets I say e, and then I call the arrow function as usual and braces enter. Then if bracket e dot key equal to, actually 3 equals to enter, again I call this and say send message e dot target dot value. Done. I appreciate if you have followed me till here. Wait, what? Sorry for this slight error. I'm really sorry if this thing happened, but I say function send message. In brackets I say message. Wait, sorry. I actually have a habit of Python, so I put the colon sign. Let msg equal to, again, the flower bracket, user is to name and comma and enter, message is to message dot trim, nothing in the brackets. Now I'll just make a comment and call it append. So appends the message, so I say append message. This is another function which I'll call later. msg comma single quotes outgoing. Now I say text area dot value equal to single quotes, nothing inside it. Now I say scroll to bottom, nothing in brackets. Scroll to bottom is also another function which I will be calling up later in this code. Now I'll make another comment, and this thing does what it does, it's send the message to server. So I type send to server in the comment. Now I say socket dot emit, bracket I say message, then I put comma and msg. Done. I really appreciate if you have followed it here. And now I make the function for the append message. Function append message. In brackets we want to give two things, msg and type. Again, the flower brackets or braces, as I say usually. Let main div equal to document dot create element. I call this div. Let class name, I'll keep the n of this capital. Let class name equal to type. Then I say main div dot class list dot add class name, comma in single quotes message. Good. Now I type let markup equal to, I really don't know what this sign is called. Then I say h4 $, again I say msg dot, wait a second, msg dot user, fine, and I'll end the h4 thing. Now this h4, what I'm typing right now, is the h4 which I have styled over here in dot message h4. If you people are thinking anything like that, then I again say p $, again flower brackets I say msg dot message, again I close it as /p. Now our markup is done, ready, good to go. Now I say main div dot inner element, or inner HTML, sorry, equal to markup. Then I say message area dot append child, I say main div. Now to receive messages, I make this small comment called receive messages. After we close a function append messages, wait, sorry for this, I named this MESG, should be MSG. I'm really sorry if you typed MESG instead of MSG. You can change this. Now I say receive messages. I say I'll keep socket dot on. Wait, have I imported the socket module? Oh yeah, I did it in the previous one, sorry for that. Socket dot on message, comma, in bracket I say msg, call the arrow function, braces, so append message I say msg, comma, in brackets incoming, and then scroll to bottom. Scroll to bottom. Now that's our socket function. Now we make a function called scroll to bottom. scroll to bottom, and no arguments or parameters like that. I say message area dot scroll top equal to message area dot scroll height. Good. Now all the files are saved and ready for action. Wait a second. Yeah, now it's listening on port 3000. And if I just open my index.html file, and actually brackets has this inbuilt function to just open it on the web browser. So I'm just using that. You can just open your web browser and type localhost 3000. It's just loading. Actually, this is my path where I saved it, so I don't want it to appear. So I'll just type localhost 3000. See, works. I Wait, what? Okay, gotta be some kind of error. I'll just, rectify it. Uh, what's happened this time? Check the index.html. Okay, this thing happened last time also when I tried this. Now fine. Control S. Again, I'll give another go with the localhost. Localhost 3000. Aha, works perfectly. See, yog. I'm existing call localhost 3000. Say John. Hi, yog. Hi, John. Oh, what's wrong? Just a second, I'll check if there's something wrong over here. Incoming and outgoing has to be something over there only. Or maybe message area 500. No idea what's wrong with this, but okay, this might be the problem. Message area should be 500%. Now if I just reload this and I reload even this one, I say yog, I say John, hi yog. Now what? Hi yog. Again some error. 500%. There has to be some text area only. Padding 20 pixel, font size 16. I think I forgot to do this. Display flex and Control S, Control R, tab, Control tab, Control R, Hold Shift. Wait, I'll just yog John. Hi yog. Not again. No idea what's happening today. Because last time I made this website, it was working perfectly. Let's see. Is there something wrong over here? Calls 30, rows 1. Text area. Got to be some kind of error. But don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. Just give me some time. Okay, so I think I know what it is. I have just paused this recording for some time and checked it with my old code, and there's there are few slight errors like these stuff. Well, it's like only very small things, so there's nothing you need to worry about over here. And just remember that this with which I made 500% over here, it's 100% only. So that's the mistakes which I'm correcting right now. After section dot chat, I mean, after the body, you close the braces over here. After that, I mean, like from the next line, the next style thing should be there. You can't just leave a line and continue. So if I do this for the rest of them, like so, it should be working this time. Now I save this, Control S, what's up, reload, yo, now I say hi, okay, now what? No, because when I did this before, it worked, really did. Now another try, yo, I say hi, come on, now I say, wait, this is the other editor. If I see it's 101 lines and so is this 101 lines. Let's check for the errors in the style first. So it's stock type HTML, HTML language is English, head, meta charset is UTF-8. It's all correct, but what's the error then? Well, if I save this one, Control S, and go over here, yog, hi, then it comes perfect. There is some kind of error, that means. But what? That's what we need to find out. Okay, now I'm getting a little confused. If I go with this one, wait a sec, I'll just somehow just do something else over here and reload yog. Hi. What? Oh, so this is not the one. So if I do this, I'm gonna go here and one line extra and Control S. Keep changes in editor. Now, all we need to do is identify the mistake that we have made over here. So everything is right at import URL. Yep, that's right. Display flex. Oh, there's one more thing I'd like to say. We did one display flex somewhere in the message area also. I thought so. That shouldn't be there. The message area. No, it should be there. Sorry for that. The message H4. Is it correct? Okay, that's correct. I'll just give another try over here. Oh, so it works. So the only error is after doing all this stuff, the message thing and the before thing, you know, thing should be control s, and but what if I remove put this like this? Yog, then hi. So what was the error? Okay, so there was no error. So I just wasted my own time. Never mind. Okay, guys. If you find any error like the aboves, like the ones I just showed, feel free to just go to my GitHub account or the GitHub code which I have, the source code of on GitHub which I have posted in the description, and and just copy paste the code or like understand it and do it yourself. And I would like to say that the styling is your wish, whatever you want to do, whatever fonts or color, you can do whatever you want. But be sure to keep the backends and those stuff same. So I will see you in another video, but don't forget to do this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also click the bell icons to receive notifications on new videos. Thank you, and thanks for watching this video once again. Bye. Subscribe to my channel, please.